Welcome to another Gamma Partner Artist Feature interview. Today we speak with Sasha Chudo. Sasha is a self-described queen of memes, but she truly fits that bill. She creates in a multitude of ways, creates physically, and speaks all things Pepe, culture, and the freedom of crypto art. I think you're going to enjoy this conversation. All right, very excited to have Sasha Chudo in here with us today. Sasha is a Gamma Partner artist. She drops work with Counterfeit Cult. She's been in the art space for a long time. She's the queen of memes, as she says. Her art is incredible. It's very unique. You can tell it's her. She certainly leans into the Pepe narrative, but enough from me. Sasha, I'd love for you to tell your story. It can go all the way back to when you first realized that you liked creating up until this point. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm excited. Uh, so I realized that I'm an artist since I was born, because my grandfather, he was an artist and actor. He learned art in Saint Petersburg University, and he made oil paintings. He made illustrations for books. So he was professional artist, and I'm self-taught. I haven't any education, like professional education. I took few online courses, but it's not like yeah, official. So I have my talent, I think, from my grandfather, because my mom, she also drawing. She have no education, but we have both this talent from my family. And I love to drawing since I was a kid. I was in art school for kids. I love it when I was a kid. Then my education is marketing. I thought it's creative, and I went to go to learn marketing. But then I realized I'm not enjoyed at all, and I just leave my job and start making art like freelance artist. And I work like freelance artist. I worked about like 7 years. I worked in a rubber hose style. It's a retro cartoon style, like 1930 cartoons, like classic Mickey Mouse. This funny, cute style, old school vibes, vintage. And then it was COVID started, and everyone hung out in Clubhouse. And I heard about crypto. I hosted rooms in Russian language in Clubhouse about design, art, because I had, at this time, I had a lot of experience like freelancer. And we talk about art, and one guy say, you should try a crypto art. It's like interesting. And I started make my own research. And my first artwork was minted on Eve. It was 2021. It was one of my animation in my retro cartoon style. It was Tricky Devil. I have a tattoo with my first minted art, and it was my first sale also. Yeah. Uh, then I was shocked, like how I can, without clients, I can make anything with the crypto art, and people love it, and they collect my art, and it was an amazing feeling. That's how I started making crypto art.
Yeah, it's such an interesting story. And it's funny, 2021 in the NFT world is pretty early for making a sale. So congrats. I love that it's inked on you as well. I'm interested in that comment that you made about how you feel a lot freer to create when you're not creating for clients. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah. because when you work like freelance artist, you have like clear descriptions what client want from you, right? Like which colors he use, and you need to learn all information about your client and make art as much as possible so it's fit with his like film style, with his colors, with his like how he imagine this art. But it's no freedom for artists usually. So yeah, you can make something creativity, but then you have edits always, maybe a bunch of edits later. But when you work with crypto, it's your own idea. It's so you make it for yourself first. I made all my drops. I made for fun because I love it, because I have some idea and I think, oh, it's cool. I need to do this. And it's different feeling when you have a freedom. So crypto for me, it's a freedom. Also, now I can't work like freelancer because of sanctions, because my country, uh, some countries put sanctions, and I can't use PayPal or bank accounts, and it's hard to work officially with clients. But with crypto, I can work because it's decentralization and it's freedom also. That's what I choose to be, not a freelancer. Like now, I'm full-time crypto artist. It's another one reason, because of freedom.
Does your culture and where you were born and then that sort of history and I suppose experience influence your work at all?
Sometimes, yeah, because some usually I'm inspired by classic art, but I learn art in my country, so of course it's influence of my work, but mostly no. I think no, because my inspiration mostly it's like movies, classic movies, or classic art, or I just walking on the street and can see something like, or it could be person. I can talk with someone and then I have idea. So it's different always. You like inspiration always around you. It's not just only one thing. It's a complicated, part of this, part of that, and then it's fit in something in your mind, and you have some ideas, and then you started work.
And how has it been being a full-time crypto artist?
Oh, it's interesting question. um, it's sometimes it's hard because you need leave, like you have on holidays usually. You need to be online always because crypto space is fast. So if it's something new happening, you need to know what happens in crypto space. So you need always be online, check all news, be in touch with your collectors, with your friends. Maybe they can tell some tech news, because crypto space running pretty fast. Yeah, so you're just working like your life, your personal life, and your work. It's mixed together.
I know what you mean. It can be quite consuming, so it's important to have those boundaries. And I want to jump back just a little bit. You said your grandfather was an artist and then your mother as well. Was that nurtured in you when you were a child? Did they encourage you to draw? Do you remember those times?
I'm not remember my grandfather because he unfortunately passed away when I was little kid, like 4. But my mom's, yeah, she showed me his work when I was a child, and my aunt, like she, for example, she gifted me for my birthday books with classic art, like encyclopedia. So I love learn when I was a kid, I loved watching these books with classic art pictures from museums and read about this art, about artists. And I was like few years I studied how to draw in school for kids, but then I leave the school, and I think it's good because they try to teach you classic style, but when you're self-taught, you're maybe you make some mistakes, like composition or something, but your hands moving like you wanna, you know, and your style, like you making your style by yourself, not because someone teach you how, like, no, this is not right, you need to do like this, you know. And maybe it's good, so I'm self-taught, I don't know.
And so tell us about that journey of being self-taught and how you improve yourself, whether that's getting better or just refining your style, you're learning as you go on being an artist.
uh, it's a lot of self-discipline when you self-taught, because you need to work every day and make your routine, so it's like every day, like at this day I need to work on this things, next day like I'm working on art, next day I'm have a, for example, podcast or Twitter space, or you need to make a tweet or something else. And when you work like self-taught and or like freelancer, I think a lot of freelancers understand what I mean now. So then, like, first time it's hard, and then it's just your life, you can't imagine how to live different. And like as more experience you have, you just get better and better, like little steps. You learn more, like if you don't know how to do something, you're just making research. It's a lot of like things. For example, if you don't know how to learn some app, like I learned by myself Photoshop, for example, or Procreate. I just watch it. It's a lot of free tutorials in YouTube. It's a lot of information. And we live in the 21st century. We have a Google. We have access to education, self-education, to knowledge. Or if you don't know like something, you always can ask your friend artist, for example. You see like some amazing animation in Twitter, like someone do like work which, and you inspired by this work, you can just DM to this person and ask him like what app you used for this. It's like so cool. And people in Web3, they always like nice and friendly, they always help to you. So that's the process.
Yeah, and it is true. And it sounds like you must be very proactive in your learning because you've done illustrations, glitch, animation, even some generative or coded art. How, where do you and how do you decide to do the different styles?
uh in 2021 I got scammed. My wallet was drained. Before, I work only in one style, in style like rubber hose. I told before, like I work as illustrator, and I was like famous illustrator in this style because founders of this style, who Max Fleischer, who made a Betty Boop, Popeye, and these cartoons, I work with them also, and they showed my works to granddaughter of Max Fleischer, and they say, "Oh, we like your works." And Oop Iwerk, he worked with Walt Disney. They show my works to granddaughter of Oop Iwerk. So first time encrypt. I work only in my style, rubber hose cartoon. And then I decided to start learning animation. It was animation in Spine. It's app for animation, and I took an online course. Uh, it's like character animation with skeletons. Uh, and my teacher, she have more new version of this app, and I can't pay with card because of sanctions for this app. And I tried to find free version in web, and I installed virus by myself on my laptop and got drained. I lose my like all my NFTs, all my minted art, all my accounts on like with collectors, everything. And then I just I was shocked. I'm not crying. First time you just lie and watch on the wall. You don't know what to do. You lose everything like from scratch. And then I decided I need to move forward. But like, if I lose everything, why should I work in one style? Like, it's a lot of inspiration around you. And I decided I don't want to work in one style anymore. I just want like it's I don't know. It's more easy maybe. And that period was for me to go forward this situation. So I'm maybe it's like this old style because I had a lot of works in this style. It's maybe it hurts me that I decided to try to new things like minimalism, like pixel art or like anything, but different style, not only one style. And that's how I started working different styles and make experiments with myself and with art. That's why.
Yeah, wow. Well, that's not the answer that I was expecting, and I'm glad that you're okay and got through it and used it to help you to move forward, because it can be so easy to lose, to lose momentum or to lose faith when that happens. So well done, Sasha. Let's have a look at some of the work that you've dropped as a partner artist, because this will show you that you have, a little sample of the range of styles and talent that you have, and you can talk to us about some of the work. So I'll pull it up now.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we can see here, like, they're all quite different, from minimalist, like you said, more memey art, to Pepe art, which we'll talk about, to glitch animation, and then some P5JS, some coded art. So, yeah, tell us about this work that you've done. You can pick any one or start from the start, up to you.
Uh, on ordinals style, my style different. It's another one reason because for ordinals you need to think about sizes of the file when you have yeah first. Then you need to figure out how to put this art on blockchain and make the picture looks like in a good quality, like good picture. You need to have a good looking picture, and at the same time you need to make a size as small as possible because it's expensive, usually to put art on Bitcoin, on ordinals, or something like. So for ordinals I made art, uh, and I thought about size at the same time. For example, that's why I started experimenting with code and generative art. By the way, you helped me a lot because I asked you how to inscribe code. Like I I have zero knowledge about P5GS when I started to my research, and I watched tutorials, read about it a lot, and you helped me to inscribe it. Thank you.
That's a
So
pleasure.
yeah, we can start from this work.
And so, how was that journey? It's something completely different to create code. And also, shout out to Jack, JNat, because he's also I know that he was a big help for you there. From illustrating to then creating art with code, they're vastly different. Did you find it an interesting challenge?
It's very interesting to learn something new first, but it's, yeah, you're right. It's completely different than like classic art. You you drawing by code, not by your hand, and you need to think, like you need to think different. It's like different part of brain active, who like math part, not not only creative part, because
Mm.
it's math code and it's more tech art than classic art. It was hard for me, but I did it. I'm glad. And yeah, I'm very proud so I can learn something new because it was hard for me. I'm not like math person, and I'm bad with numbers. I'm not a IT girl. I'm not coding. I haven't this experience before, but it was funny when you can see how, like, how code, like you coding and then it's something on the screen. It's not just numbers, but it's a numbers at the same time and symbols. uh
No,
was amazing.
absolutely. And then, like I said, we can see a number of different styles. So I might even get into it, like this BTC Pepper piece, um, where you use some glitch or some animation. So you've clearly learned animation in your journey as an artist as well.
Yeah, I learned animation, and this art I made in Procreate. It's frame by frame animation, so you make a few frames and then put it in one animation. It's a GIF, uh, comic style. I love comic style. It's like fit with my old style. It's kind of same, vintage vibes and old school comics. Um, and yeah.
And so, where do you think that love of vintage comics and that old school style comes from?
Hmm. I think maybe from my childhood, because I love to go after school in a newspapers shop. Like they had comics also, and I bought something and go to home and read this comics. Watch. Maybe that's why. But I just love like vintage style. My mom also loved vintage style, and it's inspired me. Health tones, these grunge textures or paper textures, noises, grain textures. I love all this stuff a lot.
Absolutely. And then we can see there's a bit of a theme going on here, and let's talk about it. And you said, Queen of Memes, and that piece we'll look at called Born to Meme. We can see that Pepe comes out in your work a lot. So Pepe is obviously a big part of crypto art culture. But yeah, how has it inspired you, and how it clearly drives you in a lot of what you create, at least on Bitcoin?
I think Pepe it's one of the main symbols of crypto, and it's a like it's a culture of memes and this symbol of yeah, it's symbol of crypto and freedom for me. And when you said where are you going, you go to the web and starting watch memes. Happy. That's why I started to make Pepe, because I had like some hard period in my life, and I decided I want to make something which can make people happy and make them smile. You know. And Pepe, it's a symbol of like memes all memes. I think it's main meme in the world. And when you watch memes, you happy. So when you make a meme art, you makes people happy also.
Absolutely. And then we can see this piece, Born to Meme. I think that really sums up what you're saying. Do you find that that meme culture and people having fun is really something that drives you and will continue to?
Yeah, that's what I'm work because like people enjoy my works and they love it, and I love my work. It's passion for me. And when you get feedback from people, it means a lot for each artist for sure. And this piece, it's not just picture for me. I put some special symbols in this work because I found a rare set, a birthday date, and then I made this picture. This lips, it's mine. Like on the yeah, I make this art and then I inscribe it in at my birthday. It's my birthday drop. Yeah, and I drop it for free for my holders. So it's like my birthday present, part of me.
Yeah, it's your gift back to your collectors. I love that. And like you said, it's a part of you. Do you feel like you express yourself in your artwork?
Yeah, always like when I'm making my art, uh, I'm always put some emotions in my art. For example, some I have series of Pepe where like it's crying Pepes, and usually I know I made these works when I was super sad and upset with something, and my like when I was a little down and these periods, and I put these emotions in art, and then you feels like more like. Mm, feels better like after this when you express yourself through your art, or sometimes like you're bullish on something and excited and you make this art like with this mood. So always you put some emotions in your art when you're making, when you have idea, then you start make art. Always you put part of yourself, of your soul, of your heart in each piece. It's not like work. That's why I love crypto, because you working not for clients. So like for clients, yeah, you try to make it perfect, like so client happy, right? But it's different because it's not your idea and you can't put so much emotions and so much love in your art when you work on someone. But when you just make art, uh, of course, I think each artist puts like part of yourself, and you can see sometimes characters. They look like artists. It's funny also. Yeah.
I agree. I've certainly seen some of the Pepe art you put on the timeline, and I'm sure that you're basing it on yourself in some way. And tell me, how do you find that balance of expressing yourself and just creating, but then also needing to sell if it is your full-time work?
When I had my first sale, I was shocked. Like I, it's not work for clients. I have no edits. I can make art like whatever I wanna, any idea. I jump. I like running on my room and jumping because I was like so happy and I was so surprised it's possible. And you need to be not only artist to sell art, of course. And I have my background like marketing because I work like 7 years like PR manager. So to make a good product, you need to build your self brand, of course. Like We have like X Copy, right? Or Jack Butcher. It's not only artists. Yeah, they're making like high quality art. It's important to have a skills, but also it's important to marketing part, how you present yourself, how you present your projects, strategy of your projects, or ideas, or some creative ideas, brainstorming. Like not only artworks in crypto, it's yeah, you at the same time you're not only artist, you developer, you PR manager for yourself, you like maybe sometimes in spaces when you're in mood, maybe you actor because you can like making some funny jokes, or like you need to be speaker at the same time. And I know for many artists it's hard because we like, I know like a lot of artists like just sit at home, cozy atmosphere, make art, not talk with anyone, and you feel comfortable, but you need to go out from your comfort zone. And it's hard if you're not like, if you're not English speaker, right? If it's not your first language, it's also hard for a lot of artists to talk. For example, like you and me right now, maybe 2 years ago I can't do this podcast with you because my English was like on different level. Now it's my
You have to wear so many different hats as an artist in Web3. What advice would you give to people who find that a challenge and would like to improve at it?
first, don't be scared, don't be shy. It's crypto space, like, pretty friendly. If it's not drama and you're not involved in some drama, it's pretty friendly. And if you need help, you can ask me or you, right, or any artist, and or just put the tweet and people help you. Um, Make more connections. It's important in web when you work in Web3. So we help each other, right, in this space to have more knowledge. Like developers help artists, artists if like a developer need art, artists help developers. We networking. That's main thing in Web3. So don't be scared and learn as much as possible every day, just little. But self education and yeah, and self discipline, it's important also.
Yeah, I think that that's great advice. And tell me, what are you working on at the moment?
Oh, right now I'm working. It was my dream, to be honest, make an exhibition in real life. And we just opened the contest with Gamma for exhibition for all artists. It's a exhibition Pepe on Bali with a superlative gallery and Mood Labs Academy. And Gamma, we just started open call. And you can put submission, the link in my page and pin it tweet, or you can find the link on Gamma Twitter account also. And now I'm working on this exhibition, this event. It's gonna be at August on Bali, and it's the same days like CoinFest Asia. So I'm excited. I'm making few open calls, not only for ordinals. It's gonna be for everyone. So because I know all artists can make art on ordinals, but it's cool if you wanna. I can onboard you, and if you have questions how to inscribe, how put your work on Bitcoin on ordinals, just DM me. Uh, one part it's fake commons. It's XCP counterparty cards. It's gonna be one open call. It started right now. We're working on series of cards with Pepe and Bali. Uh, it's the topic of this series. Another open call with Gamma, and third open call we're starting soon. It's open call for minted or unminted works, any any chain. If you work like ETH or Solana, we happy to have you on this exhibition. Like, yeah, you can put your submissions when we put the tweet with links. Right now, we're working on this. I think today or tomorrow we're gonna do this. Also, I made some physical pieces. It's acrylic on canvas, so physical works gonna be on this exhibition too, not only on the screens. Yeah, and I want to make maybe master classes for kids how to make a Pepe. And we have a lot of cool ideas for this event. And if you can go to Bali, you can like mix your vacation, for example, and this event. So it starts at August 11 until August 24, but main event and CoinFest Asia it's 24, 23 August, and main event and closing party is gonna be at 24 August. So if you can come to Bali, welcome. Yeah, DM me and we can connect.
That will be really fun. And I'm glad you brought it up because I was going to ask you, and you mentioned that you're creating physicals as well. So do you create, like you said, you create
Yeah,
digitally and physically? Tell me about your physical work.
yeah. I'm drawing since I started, since I was a kid, and it makes me like if I have some emotions, it's like a meditation for me. Make art physical, and I like to drawing with like watercolors, acrylic, a different type of art as well. Like I had experience with sculpture too. Yeah. Oh, you saw I inscribed Peppermon with yeah,
With the
how it's
clay.
with the clay, right?
Yes.
So I like different type of physical art. Um, it depends of the mood. Like you can draw with just pen. How you feeling? Like if you have some mood for an inspiration and idea, you just start like make something and then you going deep and deep in your art. I like usually I'm making art with music always. It's helped me a lot. It's I don't know why. Like music inspired me. You listen sometimes you just put on repeat one song and make all piece inspired by this song with this mood. Sometimes you're dancing when you're making art. Yeah.
That's great. It seems like you're very passionate and authentic about it. What music do you listen to? Are you listening to anything at the moment?
It's different. I can listen like hip hop or I can listen classic music, electronic, jazz, soul. It's always different. Sometimes it's Russian music, sometimes no. So it depends of your mood always.
That's fair enough. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure, Sasha, to have this discussion with you. We love what you do at Gamma, and we obviously wish you the best for any work that you drop anywhere. We're excited to partner with you for the exhibition in Bali. It's a beautiful place. So thank you so much for your time. It's been awesome.
And thank you for all your work and support. It's very helpful for not only for me, for all artists have this Gamma program, partner program. It's like it's amazing, and if your artist like and not yet in the Gamma partner program, check it.